This is how I felt in the hospital 6 weeks ago, getting interleukin treatment. This is what I actually looked like. And this is what I look like now. Hello. I am well and whole as best I can be. And I am, at this point, 6 weeks out of the interleukin. I have made a lot of important choices and have been focusing on getting to the point that I'm ready to even do another video. And thank you for being interested in knowing my process. After the interleukin treatment, it started happening before I left the hospital. When I finished that night, the last video, I think was the last one they ever did. I think number 9 was as far as I got, and they let go of the rest of the 14, and waited for my body to return enough to normal that they felt releasing me. Pretty much every part of me was stressed out, as you might well guess, and I went home in a wheelchair as far as from out of the hospital, and then another chair at the airport, and got stuck in a airport handicap stall. And notice when I'm wheeling back to my wife on the concourse that standing people don't notice me, and people sitting down look away. University teaching me more empathy. And came home, and shortly after we walked through the house, I just broke down in my wife's arms and said, I can't see myself doing it again. I was scheduled to go back in a week. God bless me, could not see myself doing it again. And even after I got home, had a dream where I saw myself dying in the hospital with a very vivid image of a horizontal clear tube with drops of blood in it, or drops of something red in it. And it was very vivid and spooked me. I don't spook easily, as you might guess. But and so I did a lot of really intense prayer about what to do. And I finally came up with the question, please show me what's the best answer and make it unmistakable. And the universe did. I mean, through everything from muscle testing to other healers to diverse healers, and through just looking at the physical state of my body that just wasn't ready to go through it again. Even if we pushed back a week or two, I wasn't. I mean, here it is 6 weeks later, and I'm just now coming back to myself. And so I declined the rest of the interleukin in what they consider to be the first round, part A and B. It started happening in the hospital. My feet, the bottom of my feet, my big toe and my left big toe started peeling. Shortly after that, the bottom of my soles peeled off. I won't get too graphic here, but that spread, but only like maybe the epithelial layer throughout covering my entire body, starting next with my face and arms, legs, torso, rest of my feet. Well, I realized that what was going on outside of me was going on inside of me. And even though outside of me burned like crazy and sometimes for about a week kept me awake at night, I figured if I was going through all this stuff outside of me, as my immune system kicks into gear in response to getting rid of dead stuff, it's letting go of my epithelial layer, my outer skin. And if that's going on outside of me, inside of me, something similar probably is going on. And I kept intuiting that it is going on based on what my body released. I think, and my spiritual readers are saying to me that the cancer's gone. I will know in August. Sometime in August I will know. I'm still going for the scan, a PET scan in August. And that is, I now know, is called a positron emission tomography, which means that stepping up next to me on the table will be Bones with a handheld little device, and I will be diagnosed. And he'll just do a quick scan. It'll be out of there. Actually, it's a giant room-sized device that only exists at Queen's Hospital in Hawaii, so far as I can tell, and it takes a half an hour. And I'll know. I will know if there's any active tumors anywhere in my body. Meanwhile, back at reality, I'm doing what I can. And that includes doing 2 meditations that I'm going to briefly share with you. One of them is I will stand in my front yard and I will look out. We're blessed to be at live in Kapa'i, and I look out in our front yard and I see Kalalea Mountain. Kalalea, I believe is how I ought to say it. And I see that strong-headed pregnant woman with her hands up in a peak before my eyes, and I imagine, and a few times have sensed a pulse or a wave of energy as if coming from the mountain under the earth into me. And then I do my best to radiate as much light as I can, and let my whole self be filled, even in this moment, with as much light as exists in the whole universe. Another meditation I've been doing is provided by a healer on the island, and what I do is I start with the first 4 chakras, and I see each one filled with and radiating white light, and then it builds out each one into my outer shells, and so the base chakra is the physical body, the sacral chakra is the emotional body, what some people call the solar plexus chakra is connected to will, the mental body, and the heart is connected to soul. Oh, and I also move up through the other chakras, working on throat and crown, transpersonal chakra, and third eye, so I'm able to see all of this more clearly. And I just see each one forming out a shell of light around me, or a bubble of light around me, a sphere of light around me. And then I just go into the center of our sun and see myself going out into the sun and just saturating in the sun while I'm just bathed with light. After a while in the sun, I then go to the center of the galaxy, and I hang out in the great central sun of our galaxy, and then I go out into space, as far as I can imagine myself among all the many billions of galaxies, and just let myself feel as peaceful as I can. And I do believe that's healing. So that's my process for now. And I'm sending you thank you for all the prayers that you send, and I'm sending you blessings for your blessings. And I still see a long life ahead of me, and I'll know actually something scientific in August. And blessings to you, and aloha. Bum 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 bum. I feel free. Bum 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 bum. I feel free. Bum bum bum.